Okay, so I'm going to tell you about an asset for building cities. It is named Urban Construction Pack by Quantum Theory, and you can download it from my blog where I have this post of recommended assets for Unity. You will see that I have here the Urban Construction Pack by Quantum Theory, which is a link to the asset store where you can download it. And you can see more recommended assets that I will add to the list to this list. Okay, so let's continue. The great advantage of this quantum theory asset is that it allows you to quickly create cities, and the fact that it is designed as a modular with modular pieces makes it even better. Okay, what we will do, we will create some roads. We see that we have here in this in project we have quantum theory, we have UCP, and on meshes we will have a set of folders for a specific groups. In this case, we are selecting roads. We have here guardrails, right, for like bridges or curbs. We have roads with double lanes, for example. We have roads in an L platform. We have roads with sidewalks and so on. So we have also parking spaces. We have roads with single lane. We have roads with a single lane, long roads with single lane and with a curve, and we have plenty of more things there. Um, we have signs, we have traffic, we have walls, we have props, we have a lot of things. So let's start with roads. We want to have, I guess, some parking, starting with the parking. So I will just delete everything I have here. I will just get this parking A, and I will put it there. I will just send it to 000. I can just do that, or I can just click the gear and do reset position, and I will take that to the position 000. Okay, now I will change this to 90, just so I don't have those decimal digits. Okay, and now let's say I want road parking B. I'll get it. Okay, I'll modify this too, and I'll press V so I can align by vertex. Okay, let's see. Seems okay. Let's say now for some reason I want road parking C. I'll get C. Let's see if I can connect it here. Let's remove the decimal places, decimal digits, I'm sorry, and let's align these around there. Let's get parking D. Let's remove the decimal digits, and let's move it a little bit, and let's try to align the vertex with the one in the corner. Let's rotate the camera and let's see if we have this. Seems okay. How do we know if let's test it. So what I'll do now is import the third person controller to do a quick test. So import package for characters. Just import everything for now, though I don't need everything. Okay, so once we finish importing, we will select the third person controller. we will put it on the scene and we will see if there are some if the characters will jump weird or something like that because of pieces maybe not be aligned, things like that. So third person controller, let's build it there. Okay, so we need to fix this a little bit. We have to put character controller above the ground. Let's put it there. Let's see if we see it here. Okay, oh, I already have a third person controller there, or I did copy it, I don't know. So let's just put it again on the scene. Third person controller. Move it a little bit, see game. Okay, and now you see that it doesn't matter how have I put it. It will fail because these assets, they do not have colliders by default. So let's see if we can do this. Otherwise, always what I do is just select them and add a collider to them. It does not necessarily need to be a mesh collider. It can be small box collider, but you will need to modify it a little bit so it matches the mesh. Okay, so now if I move the third person controller, it doesn't go down, and I don't see it jumping or moving weird when it's crossing where it's moving from game object to game object. So it seems the pieces are aligned okay. Okay, so let's just say that's a small parking lot, and now we want to start with the road. So let's see, we have this road single A. Let's see if this matches. Okay, seems okay. So we'll treat this as the exit for from the parking lot. Now let's see something. Let's see if it makes sense there. It doesn't look too bad. Then we can. Okay, actually, we have a small problem here. This piece, if you see, it has a small a inclination. So probably what we can do is rotate it, rotate it on Y 90 degrees. Move this a little bit down and start moving, align this there. So now we know that when we go out from the parking lot, we will go a little bit um, upper when like the main street will be a little bit above the parking lot, let's say. So this one was rod single A. Now let's use rod single B. Okay, now we have to be careful here because if I align, let's this, let's remove this. If I align this without checking it, we will see that I will have that hole there because this piece also have the inclination. So what we will do now is actually rotate this piece to on 90 degrees, and we will align it, but we will align this here, here. So now we see that our rod will go like this. Okay, that one was rod single B. Now let's use rod single C. We will rotate it too. We will and we will align it here. Let's see if that's okay. Okay, and now we'll go to rod single D. 90 degrees, 90 degrees. Align the piece or the segment or the rod segment, whatever you want to call it. This is rod single D. Now rod single L because we want to do a curve. Where do we want to rotate to? Let's rotate it. Let's rotate it there. So remove the decimal spaces. This one rotate on minus 90 degrees, and I think it's not minus 90. Or let's check that. Actually, it seems it actually aligned okay. So let's now see what else we have here. We have a rod single L platform, and these things are actually to create some small like sidewalks or platforms things next to the curve. So the way we can do it is align this with one of the sections of the road. We think we can use this one, and this one is for let's see, we may need a double there, so we can use other later. Okay, now let's see what else we want. We can do like guardrail single L. This one is for long. In case we have a long piece, this one is not really that long, but let's see. Minus 90, I'm sorry. Minus 90 degrees. Let's and let's see how it seems, and it doesn't look too bad there. So now, so we can test, we'll just do a quick change. We will put the camera inside the third-person controller, so we don't have to do scripting, and we can just move the player around in order to test. So we'll go to the camera, we'll go back a little bit on Z. We'll go up a little bit on Y, minus 1.2, and we'll rotate like 15 degrees in X. Okay, so now let's just test the level. We know that, okay, we forgot to add the mesh colliders to these pieces. Okay, mesh collider, mesh. We have to add a mesh collider to this. We have to add a mesh collider to this, and to this. Let's add mesh colliders, and that should be, that already have, that already have, that already has. Sorry, it has. Okay, let's see this one. Let's see. Okay, now let's test. Okay, let's see what else we want to put there. We can um, do a rod single 28 meters. Let's see. Now this one is okay, rotated like that. Before we forget, we'll add the mesh collider, and we'll try to align it with the curve we have there. Okay, I think it's still not really good, well aligned. So now we'll see if it is. It seems it is. Yeah. Okay. And now we can convert this to double. So let's see. Thing is this rod transition. Okay. So let's see. We remove the decimals. Add a mesh collider. Align this. Okay. And now we effectively move from a single lane to a double lane. Now we want rod double A, let's say, maybe. Okay, same thing. We remove the decimals, we rotate on minus 90, we add a mesh collider. And we align with the rod. Okay. Actually, okay, yeah. Actually, it's not like this. It's, I think I did it. see that here has the inclination, so that's actually the just the borders of the sides of the road piece, not okay. So that one was row double A. Now row double B. Let's remove the links. Let's add mesh collider. Let's add another, I don't know, let's add just roll the row double. No, let's add row double long L maybe. No, row double long sidewalk, so we can see the sidewalks. Let's rotate this so we can kind of go back to where the parking lot is. So if I rotate it minus 90 degrees, if I rotate it 90, if I rotate it 180, okay, we can now, okay, let's add the mesh collider before we forget. And let's align these cases. See that we can align from here. We should not, but we can align from one of these segments, uh, vertices. So we'll get the one which is as the init of the road piece or the road part, and we align it there. So we see that the roads are aligned and the sidewalk is outside of the road. Now, sorry. Now, before we continue with that, we can test sidewalks. So instead of going here to roads, we will go to sidewalks, and we can use some of these pieces. So let's say what we want. We know that this is secured, so we have like double long L sidewalk A. Couple of these pieces we can use. Let's see. Let's see one of these ones. So let's see how sidewalk 1A works. We see that it's kind of similar. We can link it. Let's add a mesh collider, and we could add this piece around here. So see that this one have like a small hole here. So we can probably align with this. Let's see how it goes, and let's see if we did it okay. Let's just zoom a little bit in, and we don't see any weird holes from this side. I don't see like any weird things from this side either. We have mesh collider, so we can continue testing. So here's the sidewalk, and we just go on the sidewalk, and that's the way it goes there. Now we can continue adding like other pieces for the sidewalk, or we can even add the stairs. So let's see if that one works here. Just rotate it on 180 degrees. Of course, we will add mesh collider 2 to the mesh collider. I'm sorry. We will add mesh collider. We align the stairs. Let's add this section with this one, and we see that there are some stairs there. And then we can, at the end of the stairs, we can continue the sidewalk. So let's see, sidewalk 1.8, no. Sidewalk long, no. Stairs brick, no. Let's check these ones. Sidewalk small crate B. Let's see if we can align there. Okay, of course it changes a little bit on the style. It's not that hard. We can also use some other of these. And if we continue with this approach, now we can just start like duplicating the, oh, I forgot to remove the decimals. I just don't like that. Okay, it's like on 0.1, so it doesn't really um, it's not really that visible, but this is still annoying, at least for me. Okay, now let's add some more. Okay, now let's add more. Let's add a little bit more. Okay, so let's just check if everything is okay. Seems quite good. Let's see that all of them have mesh collider. Great. Now we have some other things here too. We have prefabs. For example, we have like lamps. Okay, sorry, this is light. A ground lamp. We have, yeah, it should. Okay, these are ground lamps, so they're really, really small. Um, let's see if we find light B. No. We have these ones. Okay, traffic lights, traffic light poles, traffic street lamp. These ones are the ones looking for. And we see that we can build it there. If you want, you can also align it somewhere, or you just can build it there. And you see that it actually um, it has light there, so you can see the light on the ground. Okay. um, Now in meshes we have architecture. In architecture we have like several styles, and we have like several style building A, which is houses or buildings we can use. They also need mesh colliders, and you can put those somewhere you like. So let's see if it makes sense somewhere around here. Let's see if it makes sense somewhere around um, the upper section, actually, where we have the road. Let's align it. Let's actually align this. Uh, Here. Then we add like a couple more of these pieces. Actually, when we start doing this, it will be better to start getting these pieces, create prefabs of 3 pieces, 2 pieces, 5 pieces, etc. So it's a little bit easier when we have to do this kind of design. And if you see, it's starting to look like a city. It has a little bit more than just a road. Okay, these ones I didn't align them. Okay, I didn't align them the way. Okay, now let's align this section too, and let's align this section too. Let's align this section too. And we have a lot. Okay, seems it has to be aligned a little bit closer to the pieces. That's okay. And of course, since this is a street lamp, it shouldn't be here. It should actually be close to. No, it's okay in some of these places. But okay, these are some of the things you can start doing with the asset. Um, with the asset by quantum theory, it's named Urban Construction Pack, and it has pretty good stuff actually. Uh, what I forgot to mention is that since this pack is modular, it actually allows you to get each of the pieces of the buildings separately. So if you see, this piece is actually just floor 1. So if I needed more floors, I could probably do something like this. So yeah, this one, if I align it okay, it could have like 2 floors, then 3, then 4, then 5, etc. Okay, this is like a roof, which is that piece from there. So you can start creating more interesting buildings. You have style B2, which is other kind of buildings. Let's use style building 1. You see it's a little bit taller and its architecture is a little bit different. We use mesh collider. We align these wherever we need it. For the moment, let's just align it um, right next to it. Actually, we'll use this part to align. We will align it there. I think it's not correctly aligned yet. Yeah, it's just disappeared that part, so it is not visible because we are not filling that with road if we don't need it. Now, sometimes it doesn't look good when you do things like that, so those cases you may need like to add just like, I don't know, some props or something else to hide, and then align it on the other, like on the edge, on the other edge, and aligning. Just pretty much you have to try that one of the buildings is just not inside the other, right? Because that looks a little bit weird. We can start adding more buildings like style E. We have building 3, and if you see, it's kind of a fabric, I guess, and it's made of red bricks, or most of it is made of red bricks. And let's see where you want to align it. We can yeah, maybe align it somewhere around there. It's kind of a cornered building, right? So yeah, let's align it here. That doesn't look too bad. Then we can continue adding um, more pieces for the sidewalk. Okay, it seems there is still kind of a hole or something like that. So let's see if we instead align it somewhere around there, and we still have the hole. So we'll align it with the road instead. Let's see if it's okay. This is These are kind of the problems that I was mentioning before. So we can just say that instead of aligning there, we will start aligning there, I guess. And then we fill this with something else. Okay. And of course, we always add the mesh collider, right? I think I forgot to add mesh collider to this building. No, that one has. That one has. So let's now see um, how it is. Okay, of course we need to fill the city with more things, right? More buildings, more sidewalks, more blocks, props, because at the moment, since it's not complete, it looks really weird since those buildings are in the air, right? Okay, so we are here, we have the buildings, right? See, we have the doors of the buildings, we have this other building, and I think the door of this building is actually on one of the other sides that are not visible at the moment. Yeah, here's one door, and here's the other. Okay, so we can turn it 180 degrees, I guess, and align it again. could do it on, no, 90 minus 90, I think. Okay, we align it somewhere around there, I guess. And that actually looks cool. And we have this small door, and then we add like more road, more sidewalk, I think, I mean, more sidewalks, and that guide them to the other other door. So this is the asset I wanted to talk to you about. It's named Urban Construction Pack by Quantum Theory, and it is really good. Actually, I did made I already made one of my projects using a lot of their assets, using a lot of this asset, and I really enjoy it. This project I'm going to open is actually using these this asset. Haven't opened it on the latest version of Unity, so it's probably going to take a little while to open. Okay, let's wait a couple of seconds so it finishes converting the project. Okay, I'm sorry. The project it's failing updating to the latest version of Unity 5, so I can show you like the latest version and the build. But this is a video I had recorded before, and for that specific project. And if you see, we will see a city. You see those buildings, like these small pieces which are on the floor. Those are the sidewalk pieces that this asset urban construction pack has. And if we go to to the main out of the building, we see that this all of these buildings are actually uh, from that asset, except this one, from that package. I mean, these are also not from the package, but most of the buildings that I have surrounding the city are from the package, and I did modify them a little bit, like adding small tints to the material, so they just don't look the same. Uh, all these sidewalks, all the roads are also from urban construction pack asset. These red brick sidewalk also are from this. If you see, you can create really interesting cities uh, quickly with this package. This is also from the asset. So it's really good. You can create a really interesting city, and you can create really good stuff with that. I will I really recommended the asset. Um, so let me know if you like the asset, and get them if you if you want. Remember that you can retrieve it from my blog.pticostarica.com, and here in the list of recommended assets for Unity Post, you will see the list of assets: Urban Construction Pack by Quantum Theory, and other assets that you will find here that I have used that I will recommend too. See you later. Thank you very much